might have been turbo mode.
Yeah, we almost told that.
Prefaced once.
We almost told that story on another episode, and I don't. Is this the one where it gets told, or do we keep that?
For turbo mode.
Is it time for turbo mode? Do you know the turbo mode story, Dwayne? Of course he does, because guess what? We've told this at probably every single party ever.
It's a fun fucking story.
Probably. Okay. No, I'm not going to tell it. We're going to wait for the episode.
No.
I'm kidding. We tease. We're just new boot goofing around here. Yeah, I'll tell it. Okay, so I'm gonna tell. This needs some White Claw. I need to drink a little White Claw.
I know I've been an absolute clown and shitbird, but I'm real glad that the funniest stories that you remember were me.
They were. I'm not. I think I wouldn't. I would say that you're the butt of the joke.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That was rude. No,
Don't come out of any of these stories looking good.
no, and this one's gonna help. So okay. You're gonna watch. Dwayne's just gonna like glaze over because I'm pretty sure he's heard the story like 100 times.
I've heard it a lot. It's a good story.
I was there and I still like hearing it.
That's true. Okay, so let's whip into it. Me and Matt, I think again we were 19 or 20. We were pretty young. This is what 40 years ago now.
Yeah,
40?
probably in the 20s.
Yeah.
We're outside because of the depression.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, so we were up.
Jazz had just hit the scene.
It was great. It was great. You know what I mean? Louis Armstrong was out there. I said that for you. I was teeing you up for it. What noise came out of you?
I'm trying to do a trumpet and I realized I can't.
Nope.
That's an elephant dying.
Pretty sure that
Jazz!
no.
Jazz!
Even an elephant dying's
Oh,
more
yeah.
graceful than that.
Fuck. I'm done.
And up next, we got the newest tune from Maddie and the Jazz Boys.
That hurt.
What a great tune there. That one's called Fart Noises and Air Coming Out of Mouth. Listen up for his new album called Gasping. That for the longest time, honestly, that's what I thought my voice sounded like. When I heard recordings of my voice,
Old-timey radio voice.
I was like, what the fuck? Am I just a radio announcer from the 20s? It was like regular conversation. They're like, yeah, what do you want for dinner tonight, Steven? I don't know. Let's go down there and see what's on the streets. We'll get a nice meal, maybe a McDonald's, some Burger King.
Next up, we're coming in on the 9th inning of the St. Louis Hoobastanks and the Detroit poor men
Ooh, that's-
who've died. The Typhoid Boys playing a great game of baseball.
That's how you know you can't name. That's how you know we're not all sports guys. Is you're like the Detroit pause, and me and Dwayne were like
I don't know baseball. I know there's.
I'd fill it in for you.
I know there's the Yankees.
the Detroit Boyos.
Cubs.
That's
That's a team. Yes.
the Detroit Dancers.
Thanks, Dwayne.
The Detroit.
the Redskins.
That's racist.
That was very racist.
That's football. Also,
Name one. Actually, you know what? Before we move on, name one baseball team.
Cubs.
Ah, good
Name
for
a
you.
different one.
Name one more.
The Red Sox.
Nice,
Fuck,
dude.
you got it.
Name one more.
We'll get through all of them.
Let me give you a hint. New York.
The Yankees. I mean,
Nice.
he already said it. I was trying
One
to avoid
more.
that.
Name one more.
I think they just rotate and play against each other.
That's all. That's gotta be all
That's
three.
Change shirts. We got a new game tomorrow. We gotta
Shirts are
pretend
Oh,
to.
Davy Jones, you're playing on the Cardinals tomorrow. Change your shirt. You're batting for the other team, and I mean you're also playing for another sports team.
The Ducks.
After you get done plowing that fella, change your shirt. And you're up to bat.
You gotta pretend to be from Boston tonight.
Yeah. Okay. We've done enough.
What happened? Where did we?
Okay.
How did we get here?
I'll tell turbo mode. We're gonna glaze
Oh, yeah.
past. I'll tell turbo mode. Okay, me and Matt were 19 or 20. I'll do it fast. I'm dragging it out, and I just need to tell it. We were 19 or 20. We were hiking on a place called Spencer's Butte. It's a place in a town near us. You can hike up to the top. You can see the whole town. It's pretty cool.
Beautiful.
It's very cool. I go there like every like other weekend or so now. I go there a lot because it's real cool. It's good exercise. You know what I mean? I can get up that motherfucker in like 15 minutes, dude.
Gross.
Yeah. No, gross.
Yeah.
Why?
It's disgusting.
Not hauling ass.
Yeah, anything I can't do grosses me out.
That's fair. Yeah, that's very fair.
Tell your fucking story.
Okay, so we're going up that, and we chose to go up. There's two paths you can go up. There's one that's more leisurely and takes a little bit longer. There's one that's very vertical and it's much more difficult, but it gets you up there faster. And we decided to take the hard way up, and we had just stayed up, I think, the whole night, maybe.
Yeah, we did that a lot.
We did dumb shit a lot, like stay up all night or stay up too late. For some reason, we both were like up at like 6 a.m. and we're like, hey.
Yeah, we were 19 and hangovers didn't exist yet. And I think I woke up at like 10 and you were on the couch. I'm like, hey, you want to go up a mountain?
That sounds about right. I think it was earlier than 10 though.
It was gross o'clock.
Because but so I was like, yeah, man. And so we get there and I'm for some reason super energized. We're about halfway up and I'm like hauling ass up there. I'm like fucking taking lunges and I'm leaving Matt in the dust, you know? It's true. I'm trying to tell it accurately. Matt gave me a look that was like, did you need to put that detail in there?
Yeah.
But I'm like hauling ass up there, and I'm taking big strides. And I look back. I look back, and I'm like a good distance in front of Matt. And there's like these somewhat like natural steps. It's like dirt, and there's like rock. There's like jagged rocks that are kind of like steps that you can take up. And they're like flat, a couple feet. And I look back and I'm pretty ahead of Matt. And Matt's like, oh yeah? You think you're so cool? Turbo mode. And he lunges to take a step and fucking rips ass mid-step and falls directly onto his face. And then rolls down part of the mountain a couple times. And what happened again to me. So if anyone that doesn't fucking can't really see it, fucking Matt just goes turbo mode, flops on his fucking face and rolls down a couple steps. It was fucking the comedic timing was unreal. And what happened again was my brain, instead of going, what a funny moment, let's throw out a couple ha-has for this. It just was like, does not compute, and my legs just flopped out from under me. I don't know why that happens to me. My brain just shut down, my legs didn't move, and I just fell onto the ground. I laughed, and it was way too long. I was worried, actually. About a few minutes in, it had to have been 10 minutes. I'm holding my chest, and I feel like I'm looking at you worried, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to stop laughing. And that's when it gets serious real quick because I'm starting to get worried.
You can't breathe.
The problem is with me, I think the way my brain does it is I keep, it's almost like I take a little video of it and then I keep replaying it. So all I kept doing is as I would even start to get myself together and come back from the laughing fit, I would just replay you again and go in turbo mode, flop, roll. And I would just replay it over and over in my head, and I kept laughing. And you know what's funny is this was almost 10 years ago now. And I can tell the story now without laughing, but it took me 5 or 6 years of telling that story a couple times a year. Mm-hmm. I tell it at family dinners. All right? Like, I tell that story every chance I get.
Your parents, mom's just like, we know Matt shit his pants and fell down.